Hello everyone, and welcome to Earth Archives. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most dreamy and romantic planets in the solar system, Saturn. Did you know? It's not only the king of rings, but also a treasure planet in the hearts of scientists. So here's the question, why are Saturn's rings so famous? How exactly did they form?
Saturn's rings are a cosmic masterpiece, one of the most astonishing astronomical sights in the solar system. From afar, this massive band of light looks like a dazzling ribbon gracefully encircling Saturn, making the planet appear even more mysterious and magnificent. But behind this beautiful ring lies an incredible story made up of countless ice chunks, rock fragments, and dust. Saturn's rings are not a solid structure, but are composed of billions of particles of various sizes, ranging from tiny ice crystals as small as grains of sand to massive rock fragments, some as large as small mountains. These fragments orbit Saturn under its powerful gravity, forming the ring structure and maintaining a delicate balance among themselves. When sunlight passes through the distant universe and hits these ice and rock particles, it reflects a brilliant sparkle, shining like countless diamonds suspended in space. This interplay of light and shadow gives Saturn's rings a stunning beauty and three-dimensional effect, making them one of the most spectacular celestial features in the solar system.
So those ice chunks are like little crystals floating in space. No wonder through a telescope, Saturn looks as beautiful as a bride wearing a ring. But where did Saturn's rings come from? They're not actually part of the planet itself, right?
That's right. Saturn's rings aren't part of the planet itself, but rather a wonderful cosmic accident. There are two main scientific theories explaining the origin of these magnificent rings, revealing the amazing story behind this cold, icy debris. The first theory suggests that Saturn's rings came from a moon that once orbited Saturn. At some point, this moon was torn apart by Saturn's powerful gravity. Unable to withstand the tidal forces, it gradually broke into countless fragments, scattering into the spectacular icy rings we see today. This process is like a cosmic tragedy that created something uniquely beautiful. The second theory holds that the rings formed alongside Saturn itself. During the early stages of the planet's formation, there was a large amount of gas and dust around Saturn. These materials should have clumped together to form moons, but because they were too close to Saturn, the strong tidal forces prevented aggregation. Instead, the material was scattered into countless small pieces, eventually forming the ring structure we observe today. Whether the rings are remnants of a shattered moon or the product of primordial material that couldn't coalesce, their existence is a marvelous gift from nature. This accidental romance makes Saturn the most distinctive planet in the solar system and gives us a chance to glimpse the interplay of power and beauty in the cosmos through these sparkling fragments.
Wow, so behind its beauty, there might be a cosmic disaster. Let me ask another question. Will Saturn's rings last forever, or will they disappear one day?
That's an excellent question. Saturn's rings, the most magnificent bands of light in the universe, are actually slowly disappearing. According to the latest scientific observations, Saturn's rings are not eternal. They're quietly being swallowed by Saturn's own gravity and magnetic field. It turns out that Saturn's powerful gravity and magnetic forces gradually pull in the ice chunks and tiny particles from the rings. These materials are like being tugged by invisible hands, eventually falling into Saturn's atmosphere, where they are slowly absorbed. Although this process is slow, it's continuous, meaning Saturn's rings are gradually fading away at a subtle pace. Scientists estimate that Saturn's rings will last for about another 100 million years before they might disappear completely. For us humans, this is both a sigh and a stroke of luck. We happen to live in the golden era when we can witness Saturn's magnificent rings with our own eyes. Being able to witness this cosmic wonder is truly rare.
Oh my gosh, so we really are living in an era of limited-time beauty. That won't do. I've got to take a good look at Saturn and not miss this cosmic exclusive show.
Haha, exactly. Saturn is famous not only for its enchanting rings, but also for its fascinating story and character. It gets more captivating the more you learn. Did you know? The name Saturn comes from the ancient Roman god Saturn, who ruled over agriculture, harvest, and time, a figure full of symbolic meaning. In mythology, Saturn was seen as the guardian of fertility and harvest, symbolizing the natural cycles and the renewal of life. At the same time, he also represented the passage of time and its relentless nature, reminding people that everything has its season and end. This dual symbolism makes Saturn not just a giant in astronomy, but also a cosmic character rich with historical depth and philosophy. Interestingly, Saturn's image and characteristics echo the story of the god Saturn. Its rings are like the mysterious and beautiful crown from the myth, encircling this massive gas giant, showcasing its majesty and grandeur. And Saturn's slow and steady orbit seems to symbolize the silent passage of time, reminding us of the rhythm and order of the universe. Moreover, Saturn's personality is quite steady. It's the second largest planet in the solar system, the head of the family among the gas giants. Its magnificent ring system and complex collection of moons are like a vast family full of life and stories.
Oh, no wonder it gives off such a steady and patient vibe. But is Saturn's orbit really that slow?
Saturn is truly fascinating. Did you know this beautiful gas giant takes as long as 29.5 years to complete one orbit around the Sun? Almost 30 years for a full revolution? In other words, if you lived on Saturn, one Saturn year would be nearly 30 Earth years. Imagine how precious and rare a birthday would be on Saturn, since it only comes around once every 30 years. This incredibly slow orbit makes Saturn the guardian of time in the solar system, perfectly reflecting its namesake from Roman mythology, the god Saturn who ruled over time and harvest. Saturn's slow movement seems to remind us to cherish the passage of time and appreciate the rhythm and depth of life. Moreover, this long orbital period also means Saturn's seasons change very slowly. Because Saturn's axial tilt is similar to Earth's, it experiences seasons too, but each season lasts nearly 7 to 8 Earth years. This means that winter on Saturn could be longer than an entire school term here on Earth, while summer might stretch out for a full decade. Such seasonal shifts make the natural landscapes and climate on Saturn feel vast and slow-moving, like a cosmic slow-motion movie.
Wow, so I'd never really get old on Saturn since I wouldn't have many birthdays.
You're not wrong. It takes Saturn nearly 30 years to orbit the Sun, making its birthday super rare. But did you know Saturn's rotation speed is insanely fast? It completes one full spin in just about 10.5 hours. That's almost 1.5 times faster than Earth's 24-hour rotation. Saturn is truly a spinning wildcard in the universe. This rapid rotation greatly affects Saturn's shape. Because it spins so fast, the planet's equator bulges out, making Saturn look like a chubby oval instead of a perfect sphere. This phenomenon is called equatorial bulge, giving Saturn a distinctly flattened shape. In other words, Saturn isn't just a massive gas giant. It's a cosmic wonder shaped and stretched by its high-speed spin. This flattened form also hints at Saturn's unique internal structure. Mainly made of gas and liquid hydrogen, it has a relatively low density, so it easily deforms under rapid rotation. In contrast, Earth, being a solid rocky planet, also has an equatorial bulge, but it's much less noticeable than Saturn's. Saturn's fast rotation also causes other amazing effects, like creating intense winds and storms. Its weather system is extremely active, with wind speeds reaching over 1,800 kilometers per hour, far stronger than the fiercest hurricanes on Earth. This makes Saturn's atmosphere dynamic and ever-changing, a prime subject for astronomers studying gas giants.
So Saturn is a walking oval. Both slow and fast, it really has a dual personality.
Exactly. This is truly one of the coolest cosmic trivia facts. Saturn is famous not only for its spectacular rings and super-fast rotation, but also for an incredible secret. If you could find a swimming pool big enough to hold Saturn, it would actually float. That's because Saturn's overall density is extremely low, lighter even than water. Saturn is a gas giant primarily made of hydrogen and helium, giving it an average density of about 0.69 grams per cubic centimeter, much less than Earth's 5.5 grams per cubic centimeter, and even lighter than water's 1 gram per cubic centimeter. In other words, Saturn's weight isn't concentrated, it's mostly light gases inside, which makes its overall density low enough to float on water. This super cool fact not only amazes us with nature's incredible design, but also helps scientists better understand the internal structure of gas giants. Compared to rocky planets like Earth, Mercury, and Mars that have much higher densities, Saturn feels light and mysterious, like a huge balloon floating in space. Just imagine, if one day humans could build a giant pool big enough to actually dip Saturn in, what a spectacular sight that would be. Saturn gently floating on the water, its rings sparkling like a giant cosmic water park. This unique feature makes Saturn one of the most iconic and fascinating planets in astronomy.
Really? Aren't planets supposed to be super heavy?
Saturn's mass is actually 95 times that of Earth, so at first glance, you might think it should be unimaginably heavy, way heavier than Earth. But in reality, Saturn is made almost entirely of light hydrogen and helium gases, which makes its average density even lower than water. Simply put, if you could find a super huge swimming pool and toss Saturn into it, theoretically, it would float. This seemingly absurd fact, that Saturn would float on water, actually reveals an amazing physical truth about the universe. Saturn is a typical gas giant, with an internal structure completely different from rocky planets like Earth. Earth has a dense core with lots of rock and metal, resulting in high density. Saturn, on the other hand, is mostly hydrogen and helium, the two lightest gases in the universe, which makes its overall density very low, about 0.69 grams per cubic centimeter, far less than water's 1 gram per cubic centimeter. Although Saturn's mass is much greater than Earth's, its volume is more than 700 times larger, so that mass is spread out over an enormous volume, making it feel light. That's why its density is lower than water's, allowing it to theoretically float on water. Of course, in reality, finding a swimming pool large enough to hold Saturn, with a diameter of over 110,000 kilometers, is impossible. But this fascinating scientific fact not only reveals the nature of gas giants, but also helps astronomers better understand the diversity and formation history of our solar system.
So Saturn's Olympic-sized swimming pool dream is busted. Besides Saturn itself and its rings being super cool, I remember its moons are pretty impressive too, especially that one called Titan, right?
Saturn's moon Titan is definitely one of the brightest stars in the Saturn system. This moon is not only much larger than our moon, but even slightly bigger than Mercury, making it the second largest moon in the entire solar system. What makes Titan truly unique isn't just its size, but its thick atmosphere, which is extremely rare among moons. Titan's atmosphere is primarily composed of nitrogen, similar to Earth's main atmospheric component, which has sparked great interest among scientists. Unlike many moons that lack atmospheres, Titan's dense air protects its surface from solar and cosmic radiation and may even foster chemical environments somewhat like Earth's. This makes Titan a key target in the solar system for studying the origins of life and planetary environments. Even more fascinating, Titan's surface is shrouded in thick haze and clouds made mostly of organic compounds like methane and ethane, giving its sky an orange-yellow tint, like a mysterious alien world. This dense atmosphere dims the light reaching the surface and creates extreme weather conditions, including a methane-based cycle similar to Earth's water cycle, with methane rain and rivers. Additionally, Titan's surface features lakes and seas, not of water, but of liquid methane and ethane, forming its unique liquid hydrocarbon world. This environment sparks the imagination and offers new perspectives in the search for extraterrestrial life. NASA's Cassini spacecraft and Huygens probe explored Titan extensively, returning a wealth of precious data that unveiled many of the moon's amazing mysteries.
Wow! So Titan is like a mini Earth?
Titan, Saturn's largest moon, is full of amazing and mysterious charm. In many ways, Titan is like an alien version of Earth because its surface features rivers, lakes, and seas, something extremely rare among moons in the solar system. However, these rivers and seas aren't made of water. Instead, they're composed of liquid methane and ethane, creating a unique liquid hydrocarbon world. Imagine this. Instead of water vapor, Titan's sky is filled with natural gas. The raindrops there aren't clear water droplets, but liquid methane and ethane. We can call it natural gas rain. This surreal scene makes one curious about how the climate cycle works on this strange world. Methane and ethane evaporate, condense, and fall, forming Titan's unique climate system, almost like an alien remix of Earth's water cycle. Additionally, Titan's thick atmosphere is primarily nitrogen, quite similar to Earth's, but because of the extremely low temperatures, these hydrocarbons can exist in liquid form. This environment creates unprecedented geological and meteorological phenomena, offering scientists new perspectives for studying the possibility of life. Although no evidence of life has been found yet, Titan's unique conditions make it a popular candidate in the search for extraterrestrial life.
So if I brought a lighter to Titan, wouldn't the whole planet just explode?
Titan, Saturn's largest moon, not only has a thick atmosphere and liquid methane rivers, but also a super cold secret, an average temperature as low as minus 179 degrees Celsius. This extreme cold makes Titan one of the coldest worlds in the solar system and allows methane and ethane to remain liquid on the surface, forming mysterious rivers, lakes, and seas. Imagine methane flowing like water on Earth in such a frigid environment, with natural gas rain falling from the sky, constantly nourishing the surface with these liquid hydrocarbons, creating unique and spectacular landscapes. However, because it's so cold, fire simply can't ignite here. Flames require oxygen and relatively high temperatures. But Titan's atmosphere is mostly nitrogen and methane, lacking oxygen. Combined with the freezing conditions, combustion is impossible. This makes Titan an extremely cold world in the cosmos, but also an excellent place to study organic chemistry and the origins of life. Scientists believe that although fire can't burn there, other chemical reactions can still occur under these conditions, especially with the influence of sunlight and cosmic radiation, potentially forming complex organic molecules, something very important in the search for extraterrestrial life.
I see, so Titan is basically a cold and mysterious methane planet. Do scientists think there could be alien life there?
Titan, Saturn's largest moon and the only moon in the solar system with a dense atmosphere, fascinates scientists not only with its liquid methane and ethane rivers, but also with its potential to harbor life. Though Titan's environment is vastly different from Earth, extremely cold, with an atmosphere made mainly of nitrogen and methane, this uniqueness is exactly what makes it so intriguing. Methane and ethane, two simple hydrocarbons, can form more complex organic molecules in Titan's frigid conditions. These organic compounds are the building blocks of life. Scientists speculate that while Titan may not support water-based life like Earth, it could potentially host a completely different kind of life, one based on methane as a solvent instead of water, with a chemistry unlike anything we know. This idea challenges our traditional understanding of life. We used to think that liquid water was essential for life, but Titan reminds us that life might take forms far beyond our imagination. Somewhere in the universe, life could be thriving in environments we would consider extreme or uninhabitable. Titan not only opens up new possibilities in the search for alien life, but also pushes us to rethink what life is and where it can begin.
Wow, that sounds just like a sci-fi novel. So, have humans ever been to Titan?
In 2005, the European Space Agency's Huygens probe successfully landed on Titan, marking the first time in human history that a spacecraft landed on a moon in the outer solar system. This historic mission returned stunning images that clearly showed river channels and lake-like terrain on Titan's surface, proving that liquid substances actually flow on this icy moon and offering us a first real glimpse into Titan's mysterious world. The discoveries made by Huygens completely reshaped our understanding of Titan. The rivers and lakes it revealed were composed of liquid methane and ethane, forming a drainage system unlike anything on Earth, yet remarkably similar in appearance. This revealed a vivid example of an alien water cycle, showing that Titan is not just geologically active, but might also possess conditions capable of supporting some form of exotic life. Looking ahead, NASA plans to launch a mission called Dragonfly in 2027. This innovative rotorcraft, designed like a drone or small helicopter, will be capable of flying freely through Titan's thick atmosphere and exploring a variety of locations. Dragonfly will carry advanced scientific instruments to analyze the surface chemistry and geology of Titan, and may even search for signs of life. Unlike traditional landers, Dragonfly's mobility will allow it to quickly travel between different sites, offering us an unprecedented depth of exploration and data collection on this fascinating moon.
Oh wow, that sounds so cool. So it's basically an alien version of a drone?
Exactly right. NASA's upcoming Dragonfly mission, set to launch in 2027, is essentially an interstellar drone for scientists. It will take us deeper into the mysterious world of Titan than ever before. Unlike traditional landers that are stuck in one spot, Dragonfly has rotor-powered flight capability, allowing it to freely navigate Titan's dense atmosphere. Like a helicopter, it will fly over rivers, lakes, and sand dunes, offering aerial views and detailed observations of Titan's terrain, crucial for understanding its geology and climate. Dragonfly can not only precisely target multiple locations, but is also equipped with a suite of advanced scientific instruments. It will analyze Titan's surface chemistry, search for organic molecules, and even investigate whether certain areas might support microenvironments suitable for life. Since Titan's rivers and lakes are made of liquid methane and ethane, not water, this creates a completely alien environment. But it's exactly this uniqueness that excites scientists. Could life exist in such an extreme, non-water-based system? What's more, Dragonfly's mobility will dramatically increase exploration efficiency, allowing us to gather large amounts of geological and chemical data in a relatively short time, something earlier landers simply couldn't do. This interstellar drone will act as the scientists' eyes and hands, helping us gain a far more comprehensive understanding of Titan than ever before.
I can't wait. Saturn really is a planet full of surprises, one after another.
Absolutely. Saturn is not only famous for its dazzling rings, but also for the countless mysteries and wonders it holds, each one revealing the astonishing beauty and complexity of the universe. Beyond its iconic rings, Saturn has over 80 known moons, each with its own unique story and features. Take Titan, for example, Saturn's largest moon. It's one of the few celestial bodies in the solar system with a dense atmosphere, and its surface is filled with rivers and lakes of liquid methane and ethane, making it feel like an entirely different world. One of the most baffling phenomena is Saturn's Hexagon storm at its North Pole. This enormous six-sided jet stream has existed stably for decades, with a diameter larger than Earth. Its perfectly geometric shape is incredibly unusual and remains a major mystery in planetary science. How such a storm formed and why it maintains its hexagonal structure are questions scientists are still trying to answer, pointing to undiscovered secrets in atmospheric dynamics. Moreover, multiple missions have provided evidence that Saturn may harbor subsurface oceans, hidden beneath the icy crusts of its moons, or possibly even within certain layers of Saturn itself. These underground oceans are considered prime locations in the search for extraterrestrial life, since liquid water is one of the fundamental requirements for life as we know it. Beneath those frozen shells, it's possible that microbial life could exist, expanding our imagination about the diversity of life across the universe.
Alright, what an eye-opening cosmic journey today. Dear viewers, if you also think Saturn is the most romantic planet, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us, which Saturn mystery would you love to explore the most?
And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Next time, we'll take you to other corners of the solar system to uncover even more incredible cosmic wonders.